Welcome back everyone to some more World of Tanks. In this replay we have JoyMax playing the brand new ISU-122-2 using vents, just regular vents, improved mobility, tier 2 and bounty optics, just to get that maximum view range of 445. So what is this vehicle, you might be asking? Well, this is the brand new tier 8 double barrel tank destroyer. It's actually the first ever tier 8 double barrel TD. So why do I think this vehicle is going to make a lot of people regret their choices, like the thumbnail says, like the title says? Well, that's because this vehicle was just sold on an auction by Wargaming, who had that winter auction going on, and it barely went over the minimum. Like, the minimum bid on this vehicle was 9,000 gold, and people bought it for 9,200 gold. Like, and they won with just 200 gold over the minimum bid. So I was really surprised about this one. This vehicle is actually very, very nice. It's very fast. If you use a turbo, you can go up to 44 kilometers an hour top speed. You have 23 kilometers an hour reverse speed. So this is a very mobile tank destroyer. You have the 780 damage with a double barrel, which is always nice. It's always lovely, always delicious. And yeah, I feel like a lot of people are going to actually regret not trying to get this vehicle. It's fast, it has a good gun, it's very accurate, like 0.32 dispersion on a Russian tank destroyer. Look at this, ah, delicious. And yeah, 723 damage done to that even 90. So the double barrel takes 2 seconds to charge that shot, right? And then you have only a 1 second lockdown period, I think that's how you call it, before the shells start reloading again. So it's actually better to fire double than to fire single in this vehicle, because your reload is going to be around 8.5 maybe seconds. JoyMax actually has like a 9-second reload, but between the shells, like if you have 2 shells loaded, you fire one, then you have to wait 7 seconds to fire the second one, and if you just wait a couple more seconds, you already have the 2 shells loaded. So it's a fast vehicle that just needs to go forwards, double everything in sight, and yeah, I had some lovely results with this vehicle so far. So 9,200 gold for this tier 8 premium tank with the novelty of a double barrel. It's like, don't have to ask me twice. But yeah, a lot of people actually didn't go for this vehicle, and I was really surprised. I thought this vehicle was going to be the highest out of any of the auction vehicles this time, going for at least 15,000 gold, right? I even started my bid off at like 18,000 gold because I had a lot of gold left over from the Christmas period. And then when I entered the game 10 minutes before the auction ended, I was like, 9,100-ish was the competitive bid. 9,500 maybe. I was like, okay, I guess I can lower it from my initial bid to down to 10,000 gold and easily win this vehicle. And so I did, and I got the vehicle, and I'm just absolutely happy about this. 10,000 gold for the ISU-122-2 is just feels amazing, I guess. It might be on sale again in like a few months time, maybe a year or so, but until then I feel like a lot of people who didn't put the gold in are going to actually regret not doing that. But let's focus on JoyMax showing us how to play the ISU-122 over here. Actually switching out from the premium consumable to the fire extinguisher, I guess, right at the last second, which is surprising. Maybe they thought, oh, it's a tier 10 matchup, it's not worth my premium consumable. But look at this, Jagdpanzer 100. Is it the front? Is it I don't know. It's the front. Okay. Waiting until the Jagdpanzer turns, double barrel into the side, and 680 damage, finishing off that very dangerous tier 10 German tank destroyer. And this is exactly what you do with the ISU-122-2. Get into your position. You can go in aggressively if you like, because, you know, you do have the speed, you have the mobility to do that. Try to double the lance and maybe give it not this time. Not this time, maybe. But yeah, ISU, get into position, double people. They don't really expect you to do this much damage, right? There we go. 2 into the Tiger Mouse's side, and unfortunately only 1 goes through. I was actually expecting a chunky boy shell here, but 366 damage is nice as well. But yeah, when was I double barrel? Okay, he's going to double again against the Lansen, 705, and like I said, 780 alpha damage if you double barrel, if those 2 hit, and then the Lansen will just die here. So because of the mobility, and because of the double barrel alpha damage, a lot of people don't expect this vehicle to hit as hard as it does. It's like most of the double barrel vehicles actually benefit from firing 1 at a time, right? They do have the lockdown period, which is longer on the 703-2, on the entire heavy tank line, but this vehicle doesn't have that penalty. It's like this vehicle needs to double. It wants to double. It has the need to double, right? Which is completely different from all double barrels so far. So a lot of people will actually just get caught by your double shots over here because they don't expect that. They think, oh, I'm full health, so it's better for him to just fire single and then single, right, like you do with the 703-2, like you do with all of the heavy line. But nope, ISU goes forwards, doubles, and runs away. That's what you do with this vehicle because it doesn't have any armor. Like, if you expect to bounce anything tier 7 and higher, don't. It has like a maximum of 200 millimeters at the top part of the vehicle. Everything else is lower than that. Don't expect bounce. Okay, look at this T-32. Double into the hull. 1 goes in, 1 doesn't, unfortunately. And the T-32 easily goes through Joymax once again. As you can see, it's just a paper armor type of double barrel tank destroyer. Yeah, 780 is 2 shells, 390 for 1 shell, of course. Combine that with 258 standard penetration, which is lovely, which is very nice. Heat pen of 300. It's just an awesome, aggressive, and exactly how you should do. Trying to go for the double, didn't have enough time, just left the button, find a single fire, and now T-32 is down to a 2-shot, or a 1-shot if you can actually double this one over here. This vehicle has lovely rounds, like I said, 258 pen, 300 on the heat rounds. And you can see Joymax just firing only regular rounds in this matchup, even though they are tier 10 over here. And double into the backside of the T-32, finishing them off, 698 damage. It's just so much fun. It's just so much fun. You drive forwards quickly, you double. You will lose a lot of hit points against artillery, so do watch out. But it's like, it's exactly my play style, I guess. So I guess that's why I love this vehicle so much. Just drive around, be crazy, and it works. And yeah, 3,259 damage, 3 kills so far for Joymax, showing you why doubling is important. Doubling the Jagdpanzer 100, doubling the T-32, doubling the V-90, and now doubling the very dangerous Kampfpanzer 50T, who just had no idea Joymax was about to get behind them. This is what you do, and it's so much fun. Yeah, that's pretty much it. What else do you need in World of Tanks? You do a lot of damage, you're fast, you enjoy the game. That's what we need, right? And now, trying to catch the IS-7 in the backside. My goodness, I didn't even need to talk about the game. Didn't even need to talk about the game because this vehicle is so interesting and lovely. Double barrel into the backside of the IS-7, 712 damage, unfortunately. Getting low rolls over here. 780, like I said, is the alpha of a double, and the 100 shuts down the IS-7. 4,500 damage, 4 kills against tier 9, 10, 8 vehicles. Not firing a single goal round, by the way, once again. You don't really need to fire those goal rounds very often in this vehicle because of the ability to flank. Because of how fast you are with this vehicle, you don't need to fire a lot of gold. You don't need to engage the enemy heavies frontally. You can just get around, shoot them in the side, shoot them in the rear, exactly like Joymax did in this battle. Now just the Batshap 15558 remaining, searching for that tier 10 French artillery, and yeah, decided to go for the cap because that artillery is fast. It can be anywhere. We actually saw that the Batshap hit us from around the A0 area, so he's either in the bushes over there is a bush right at the corner, or they decided to drive down south towards the base over here. So Joymax is just going to take the cap, not going to risk the win over here. Having a pretty nice game, you know, 4,500 damage, 4 kills against tier 10 vehicles. Playing this vehicle exactly like you should. Go forwards, get around your enemies, double barrel them, run away, and you get a good result. And this is exactly what I had as well when I played this vehicle. At first I was like, okay, it doesn't have armor. I should stay at the back. I should snipe. And I didn't do much. I just didn't do too much with this vehicle. 261 finishing off the badge of 15558. Delicious stuff over there. But yeah, and then I decided, you know what? I'm kind of fast. 44 kilometers an hour top speed. Pretty decent, pretty nice terrain resistances, you know. Reverse speed, very nice as well. So why not try and go forwards? Fight the mediums, fight the light tanks, do stuff that you don't normally do with the tank destroyers. And that is when I started to just get those 3, 4, 5, close to 6,000 damage games. Didn't play this vehicle too much, only like an hour or so. So I didn't reach the crazy 7, 8, 9,000 games yet. But it just feels like it's definitely possible with this vehicle at tier 8 to just have crazy games. Showing you here a pretty nice one. But yeah, this is it for the battle. Let's go and check the post-game stats to see exactly how good the battle was. There we go. Ace tanker for the 1,527 base experience. A high caliber for the 5,248 damage done. But I actually forgot about the Lansen over there, the double 705 kill shot into the Lansen earlier. Tank sniper for causing a lot of that damage from a distance of 300 meters away. First on XP, first on damage, first on kills with the 261. Cheeking getting that the enemy artillery at the end to secure the first base with the Joy Max over here. But 19 shots fired, 17 hit, 15 penetrated, which is actually a pretty nice ratio, you know, especially against those tier 10 vehicles. So 5,248 damage, 1,800 of those from a distance of 300 meters, 3 hits received, 2 penned, 1 didn't, but you know, it was an artillery shell, so it still did 200, 300 damage. Like I said, this vehicle, definitely not impressive armor-wise. 7 vehicles damage, 4 destroyed, 956 spotting damage, and the 52 cap points just for the stat padding at the end, you know. The cheeky stat padding. 186,000 credits received from this battle. It is a premium vehicle after all. Didn't fire any gold rounds in this game against tier 10 vehicles. When you do a lot of damage, you don't fire gold. You have reserves, you have a premium account. You'll just have amazing profit over here. But I know I said that like a billion times already, but just double with this vehicle. Go forwards. You have the mobility, you have the speed you need, you have the dispersion you need while moving. You just have everything you need to go forwards and double the enemy team in the side, in the rear, frontally as well. If you just have to do it, you know, you have the 258 regular round pen, you have the 300 heat pen if you really need to use it. But yeah, it's just so much fun. You know, you can do a lot of critical hits because 390 times 2 shots into the same area at the same time. It's just crazy. It's just crazy critical hit damage. Combine that with the critical hit perk, and you can just do amazing damage. Actually set on fire so many vehicles while double barreling into the side of their vehicle. I think I said like 5 vehicles on fire in 5 battles or something. Always going forwards, being aggressive, catching a heavy, a medium, something in the side, doubling into that side area where the fuel tanks are. Sometimes where the engine is as well, you can set that on fire as well. And yeah, because of the chunky shells, because it's 2 shells every single time, you will do a lot of critical damage. You will set people on fire, you will ammo rack people. And this is how you need to play the ISU-122-2. Exactly like Joy Max did, you know? Shot the side of the Jagdpanzer 100, went forwards, shot the backside of the T-32, went forwards, shot the backside of the Kampfpanzer 50T, went forwards once again, shot the backside of the I-7. All of those were double shots. When you double shot all of the enemy team like that, you'll just see the damage stacking higher and higher and higher. And yeah, I just love this vehicle. I just love this vehicle. And that's why I said that I think a lot of people are going to regret not going for this one, because it was pretty cheap. Like I said, 9,200-ish gold, the minimum bid was, for this amazing tier 8 vehicle that might not be on sale for the next 6 months, year, maybe even more than that, I don't know. But yeah, Joymax, amazing game, showing you exactly what this lovely vehicle can do. So, thank you so much everyone for watching, for being awesome as usual. Stay awesome, stay safe, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next video. Have a good one. Ta-tas!